everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, wherever you're watching from, welcome back to our channel, Deep Houseboat Life. In today's video, we're going to share with you 6 essential items that we would recommend every boater have on board.
Some of these items are here to keep you safe, some of them are required by law, and some are here in case you're in a real bind.
So come along with us and check out my new hat. All right, so imagine this. You're taking your houseboat from the old marina to the new marina. You're about to pull into the slip, and all of a sudden, a late summertime August thunderstorm pops up out of nowhere. Winds start to blow, the rain really picks up, and you lose an engine. You try and start the engine again, and it won't start. By this point, you realize that you only have one engine, and there's no thrusters on board to help you maneuver in this type of situation. You realize that you're soon getting pushed further and further down towards 2 pontoon boats at the very end of the dock, and you do everything that you can to slow down your speed to create a soft landing against 2 pontoon boats. So you finally settle against these 2 pontoon boats, and thank goodness to some of the ropes and fenders that you have, there was no damage done. Does this sound like something that you've been through? Yes, no, maybe, I got a friend that did? Well, if so, this is exactly what happened to us on the first day that we brought our houseboat from the old marina where it had been docked previously to our new marina here on Lake Lanier. It was a very interesting experience where we learned a lot in a very short amount of time. We were caught a little bit flat-footed, and there's a couple things on this list of 6 essential items that we'd wish we'd had before we'd even left the old marina. All right, so let's get into it. The first item that we recommend you have, and that we wish we had had in this blown engine situation, is a BoatUS membership. BoatUS' primary service is boat towing. If you find your boat incapacitated because you've gotten caught in a windstorm and blown into something, or you've run out of gas, or maybe your battery's dead from listening to music in a cove all day, BoatUS will be able to get your boat from where it's at, likely not running, back to your marina or a nearby marina where it can get serviced and worked on if needed. Their annual membership costs range between $90 and $165, depending upon if you're in freshwater or saltwater, and the amount of the towing fee that you would like for them to pay. Unfortunately, we didn't have that BoatUS membership, but luckily for us, we were just a few slips away from where we needed to be. We were able to make a phone call to the marina and have the little pump out boat come tow us back into our slip of where we needed to go. The one thing you'll find about boat owners is that everyone is incredibly friendly and always willing to help out. So if this were to ever happen to us again, I know that we wouldn't have to call the marina and get the pump out boat to tow us. We just called BoatUS.
Another item we were glad to have on board, just in case something caught on fire, was fire extinguishers. We have 2 in the below deck helm. We also have 3 in each of the bedrooms. We have 1 in the kitchen, 2 by the engines, and 1 by the top deck grill. The U.S. Coast Guard requires by law that all boats have fire extinguishers on board. Since there are different types of fire extinguishers required on different types of boats, make sure you do your research to figure out what exactly you need. We provided a link in the description to give you a head start on figuring out what kind of fire extinguisher you need. Now, we were never worried about our boat sinking or anybody going overboard during this event, but you never know what can happen. One of the things that the U.S. Coast Guard says that you must legally have on your boat is a life jacket for every human on board, including babies. We have an entire dock box full of 30 life jackets for adults that actually came with the purchase of our boat. And we separately bought kids' life jackets for all the kids that we're hoping will come hang out with us, including this very small youth-size life jacket that does not fit me. Drownings are the #1 fatality in boating, and it's also one of the most preventable deaths. You better believe we take wearing life jackets very seriously, especially when it comes to children. If you're worried about being comfortable in your life jacket, you should take the time to find one that you know that fits you and that you're willing to wear. It could save your life.
While not key in this particular blown engine situation, If you plan on spending any time on your houseboat, you need to invest in a carbon monoxide detector. Carbon monoxide is a byproduct of combustion from carbon-based materials like gasoline, propane, even charcoal and wood. Two most likely sources of carbon monoxide on your houseboat are going to be from the engine and generators, and maybe even a space heater. Carbon monoxide is known as the silent killer. It's colorless, odorless, and tasteless, and we're unable to detect its presence. It's also just a little bit lighter than air. So it's recommended that your carbon monoxide detector be mounted about 5 feet above the floor, similar to where this one is in the room that I'm sitting in right now. The most common symptoms of carbon monoxide poisoning are dizziness, weakness, and confusion. And if you experience any of these, get outside to fresh air immediately and seek medical attention. Make sure that you have a carbon monoxide detector in every bedroom, in your kitchen, and in all the living areas as well. Even if you're not running your engines and generator, someone else around you might be, and if the wind blows in a particular direction, that carbon monoxide could make its way into your boat. Unfortunately, people do pass away every year from carbon monoxide poisoning, so please, please, please spend the money, make the investment, and keep you and your family safe while you're out on your boat.
Two items we were glad to already have on board were the ropes and fenders. The ropes and fenders helped us softly land against two pontoon boats and then tie up to the dock with very minimal damage, if any damage at all, to any of the boats involved. You can never have enough ropes and fenders. If you think you have enough, you should go buy some more. Ropes are key for tying up in our slip, or if you're going to other docks like the gas dock, or if you're tying up against other boats to hang out. Fenders are also important for when you're in your slip, tied up at another dock, or if you're tied up to another boat, so you're not constantly scuffing your boat. If you don't have fenders, your boat will potentially get scuffed up every time a wave comes by or a puff of wind comes, really knocking up the cost of your boat.
While last on our list, it's important to note that every watercraft in the United States has to be registered under your name with your state's Department of Natural Resources. Just like you would register your car every single year and get a little sticker that goes on your license plate, the same thing goes with your boat. It has to be registered in order to keep it what I might call water legal. Costs for registering your boat are going to vary state by state. Here in Georgia, we pay $210 a year to have our houseboat registered. When we were purchasing our houseboat, our lender helped us navigate the paperwork that was required in order to get this done. And just like your car, once your boat is registered, you'll have a sticker that you'll display on your boat as well next to your identification number. For houseboats, there's another sticker that we display, and that's for our holding tank. Because we have toilets on board, we're not allowed to pump any of that raw sewage overboard, and so there's holding tanks. Your Department of Natural Resources is also going to require this for any vessel that has a holding tank on board. Every marina is going to have a pump out facility so that you don't have to wander too far away in order to have your holding tanks pumped. Also, our marina has a service where they'll bring a boat to ours, pump it out for us so that we don't even have to leave the slip that we're in. It's very convenient, very cost effective, and it's something that we do every time our holding tanks do get full. While this list is not exhaustive, these 6 essential items are things that we think every houseboat owner should have aboard from day one to keep you and your friends and your family safe and water legal. If you like this content, if you got value out of this week's video, right below you'll see a subscribe button. Tap that subscribe button, tap the like button. That lets us know that you really get value out of this, that you enjoy this content, and we can keep creating it for you. And as always, you can continue to follow along with us on our Instagram page, Deep Houseboat Life, where we'll be posting there a little bit more frequently throughout the summer. Hope everyone has a great day, a great start to boating season, and we'll catch up with you next week.